I would say perfect kind of station, something like that. I'd go wider with the driver, bigger pressure shift, sharper, bigger ranges, but still the same, because you've got the force working that way now, it stabilises you more as opposed to forces working that way. You're making bigger ranges.
Yep.
The up allows you to rotate, the up and down, as opposed to that. See how slow that is compared to that. Therefore, you can control your rotations sequentially much better, or your body can, should I say. It can speed up, slow down, it can store the energy and then use it later or earlier. Whereas if it's here, more transverse, it's like on or off, it's kind of hard to control. So with your driver, you don't have to shift forward as much, so therefore you've got your positive angle of attack. Then from here, sensing the timing of it, and then that trigger that you like. Nice. That's it. And then onto the board. And then onto the pressure dome. And then a couple of shots. And you can work back and forth. You don't have to start in the same place. You can just go back to the pressure dome, go back to the board. You can move your way through that. Nice.
That might become my pre-shot routine. I'll just drag this with me.
Just in an entourage on the course, and then you just set that up.
I'll still be quicker than most.
The other one I would add to it, particularly with the driver for some lead hit loading, and I bring that in between these two. What you can do is you'd have both on, but just
Right.
so it's not interfering with this. But then you can bring this in.
Okay. Just on the
Yeah.
forefoot.
Just twisting it in as you drop. Yeah, it needs an earlier twist. That's it. Let the hit, there we go. So we don't want to be going back away from it. We want to be dropping and just rotating. So shoulders need to rotate.
Okay.
That's it, yeah. I'd look up more as you do it and just rotate around. I think you're just rotating, feel like you're rotating horizontally around this point and you're just dropping. So there's no lateral. That's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
That's it. That's better. Yeah, once we start to loosen that hip off.
I still want to go that way.
Okay, because this is what's getting you down. This is what's giving you the drop. Flexion, drop.
Yeah, I think I've been guilty of
And obviously you're inclined.
dropping this too much, like forcing it with this rather than actually through the feet.
Good. Then pop the disc on there so you can feel it. Don't make any backswing. Just isolate the drop.
Oh, right.
But
Let this go.
Yeah, that's it. Just drops vertically. Nice. And then on the dome, step forward and now you've got your push. Different feel.
Yes.
Then a couple of shots and just let yourself explore it with the swing. Nice.
Especially with that second one there, I do need to get the feel of letting this rotation come from here. If I fully sort of explore that, it kind of takes care of this side.
Yeah.
So then it's, as I say, it's triggered from there, and then I can just focus on releasing it.
Just like that, yeah. It all just follows. It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
When you want to juice it up and go for the power, so it's not just a push back, but you can feel yourself posterior, so that flexion, the hip flexors here,
Yeah.
and then you're pushing off, so you're going from an anterior into more of a, really get as fast as you can using posterior tilt to get that belt buckle up.
Right.
As you rip back. So that recruits the glutes more maximally then.
Yeah. I think that's when it's felt the most powerful, because sometimes this is just working independently, it's not quite both sides helping it.
So think of the belt buckle, you're pushing back, but the belt buckle just goes up.
Yeah.
Because the pushing back gives you the rotation anyway.
Yep.
Well done. Oh.
too eager to get there.
Bit early, yeah. So there you can use the board now as for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just take the disc off, and you can now just sense.
Because that's the one.
A variation of the 1,
that
2,
shows
3,
up.
4, yeah. So the 3 there, you can time your 3 with the driver for a bit longer.
So it's a quicker 1, 2.
Yeah, and then a longer 3, so you can really load as you fall in. And then,
yeah.
Nice. So you really are it's tapping into that sagittal flexion extension. If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. Well done.
That's a different flight for me. I think this is what I'm guilty of, like most golf pros. Trying to change everything from there, not doing enough of this. Because this has proved today that, you know, if I run through this little sequence, I'm having to think less there and I get a better, better result. Not that that's what's,
Just explain that again.
Just, if I run through this,
Yeah.
I'm thinking less there and just doing it. I'm guilty of standing there trying to figure all this out there, rather than coming over, doing a few exercises, getting a feel. Like you said, straight away on here, it's like, okay, I've got that.
It's doing,
again.
not thinking. That takes care of everything. Because it's a pattern that's involving everything, that you're recognising the pattern, not multiple features of patterns and positions. It's kind of, where do I need to go, and breaking it down to little phases. It's recognising the planes of motion. These integrate it, so it's recognising it in an integrated way, which allows you to then to free your mind, because you're just focusing on emotion. Sorry, aware of emotion to focus on the shot. You can focus on the motion if you want, but it's emotion.
No, but I mean, where my brain goes is I'm going to work through this, let this feed into what will become my pre-shot. I don't want to call it a routine because there's nothing particularly routine about it, but I just want to be able to sort of pre-shot, get this sense, and then I'm into the. Once I can tie that together, I can go and shoot scores again.
It can flow.
Yeah.
Shot.
Nice. It feels a lot safer on my body this side now as well.
Good.
Feels like there's a bit more of a natural extension of this, because obviously this is working better.
And you can always put the pressure dome under the left foot.
Yeah.
Just to help you with the timing and the push off, just to direct that force back, like you say, just to give you that extension.
I think the timing of it, the big part is coming from, if this is rotating correctly from here, that gives me the time for everything else. When it's stuck here, I just got it's blocky, everything's it's on a knife edge all the time, so then I'm bailing out and just trying to make the best of it, but that's brilliant.
All right, mate.
Yeah, brilliant.
Awesome.
Thanks, matey.
Thanks, pal.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Really
Brilliant.
appreciate that.
Mate.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Cheers, George.
That looked fantastic.
See you, mate. Thank you. I've got a plan. I've got a way to work through it. I've got some,
The clarity is important.
Clarity, and
it just enables you to simplify it.
Spend my time with it and just make it, as I say, put it into a flow that I can play with. It's pretty.
And I think just doing it in this way, where it's isolated, you're taking yourself through a journey. I feel this, I feel this, I feel this, and it's all just ingredients which you recognise, but ultimately it's the motion that you're sensing. But you can sense now, by your attunement, you can know where you can go with it. You sense it, you're recognising your affordances of your movement, and therefore you can essentially regulate that, because that's what's been missing. It's like, that's why you've had, I want the feedback, but it's like you got a bit stuck in terms of, we know now why, through the feedback you're providing really, is the fact that it's been more like this. And then to get over there, you've had to really go into an excessive movement, so you've had to really then start early, because you need an excessive movement back to get through. So it's just been straining this. So now it's more this way, with this, gives us this.
It doesn't hurt at all. There's not been one thing all day where it's like got stuck, or like I've had to pull out of it, or.
And it's now affording us an opportunity to explore the amount we're loading, the intensity of it and the impulse of it. Awesome, well done, mate.
Nice one, thank
Brilliant.
you. Let's get all this in for you.